Hi everyone, welcome to another Vinyasa flow. My name is Alicia. I'll be guiding you through your practice today. Finding your way to a comfortable seat on your mat. Make sure you have enough space and a quiet space, ideally, to practice. Beginning by just noticing what you're bringing onto your mat today. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Rolling the shoulders down the spine, maybe taking the fleshy parts of the seat, moving them out underneath so you can really root down into your sit bones. Palms can be up to receive or down to ground. On your inhale, puffing up, opening through the chest, and exhale, pushing belly button to spine. Inhale, puffing up and open, and exhale, kind of curling in, these mini seated cat-cows, just designed to help bring some awareness to your spine. And just take notice if you're kind of displacing any tension in your hip flexors to really relax through your quads, relaxing in the feet. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale, contract back. Inhale to open the chest. And exhale, pushing back. Coming to a neutral spine, just begin by taking some neck circles. I like to start with half neck circles, shoulder to ear, and rolling the chin down towards the chest, taking it to the other side. Becoming aware of how your neck feels. Any areas where you're holding tension, and directing the breath there. Beginning with full neck circles, if it's comfortable for you, taking it all the way around in one direction. Relaxing in between the eyebrows. Try to keep your breath steady with the movement. And if you're ready, taking it over to the other side. You can begin with those half neck circles if you wish, or just jump to the full ones if you're really warmed up. Opening your chest with your breath to starting to feel some gratitude for your body, some peace for the moment. Inhale, rising both arms up. Exhale, flowing hands to heart center. Inhale, rising arms up, grabbing the right wrist and pulling over to the side, getting a side bend stretch without letting your hips come off the ground. Inhale back through center. Exhale, taking it over to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, goalpost arms, a new Vinyasa. Open up through the chest and hands come to clasp behind you. Breathing in, shoulders down away from the ears. opening up through the sternum, imagining the breath swirling around in between your chest. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands through heart center. Making your way into tabletop position, shoulders stacked over wrist, hips stacked over knees, crown of the head points forward as the tailbone points back. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, curl around the spine, cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat, pushing up in between your shoulder blades. Inhale to cow, shoulders pull down as the heart opens. Exhale to cat, feet flat on the floor. Inhale to cow. Taking any of those movements that you like, moving with your breath. Pushing the hips back to side. All centered around waking up your spine. Curling the toes under, pushing up into your first downward facing dog of the day. Maybe pedaling out the feet, swaying the hips side to side. Pushing up through your shoulders, belly button really tight up towards your spine. Hands shoulder distance apart. Moving into 5 plank rolls here. Inhale, slowly roll the body forward, coming into plank. And exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly rolling forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly coming into plank. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. These are my favorite way to warm up your shoulders. Inhale into plank, firing up through the triceps. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, coming into plank, pulling in the belly, tightening up through the inner thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the feet about a foot forward so that they really land on the mat, walking them to the outside edges of the mat, twisting your left arm underneath, coming into the outer edge of your right leg. Inhaling back to center, and exhale, taking that twist on the other side, grabbing the outside edge of your leg with your opposite arm, gazing underneath your shoulder. Coming back to a regular downward dog, stepping the feet back. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, tiptoe all the way to your palms. Feet come out hip distance, maybe grab opposite elbows. Start to sway side to side. Enjoying the nice deep bend. If you want, hands can clasp behind your neck, letting everything roll off. Deep bend in your knee, in both your knees is encouraged here. Really letting everything go through your spine. Toe heeling feet back together. Slowly inhale, one vertebrae rise up at a time. Arms lift. And exhale, hands flow through your heart. Taking a second here to pause and set an intention, dedication for your practice. This practice is centered around the word humility. And to me, that's acknowledging I am a small piece to a greater whole. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, steeple mudra grip, bumping hips over to the left, arms reach to the right. Exhale through center. Inhale, reaching over to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, Anuvattasana, goalpost arms reaching back. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bending forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Shoulders pull back, glutes engaged. Exhale, stepping back, pausing in plank. And exhaling, lowering knees, then chest and chin. Rolling the body forward, coming into Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Pinky toes roll down, glutes disengaged as low back pulls the chest and sternum up. Inhale, coming through plank to downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving through our Surya Namaskar A series. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, flowing down, letting it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or float back through plank. Taking chaturanga, roll the body forward, then lowering halfway, elbows tucked nice and tight in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees lift up off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Let this be a moving prayer with your body. Exhale, hands through heart center. Towards your intention. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or float back. If you're floating back, land in chaturanga, bent arms. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Knee to nose. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, rising up, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, walk, step, or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. There is no better warm-up in yoga than Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands through heart center. My yoga teacher once said, what would happen if every day we woke up and we did 10 Surya Namaskar A's? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or float back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. we would have a totally different world on our hands. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Knee to nose. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or float back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Always feel free to take an open mouth exhale if you need it, to let out some of that heat, that energy. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, sitting the hips low, coming into chair pose. Arms can reach out in front of you. Hands can be at heart center, or you can reach up. Shoulders frame your ears. Weight in the heels of the feet. Avoiding a duck butt by tucking your hips in, your pelvis in as your tailbone shoots down. On your exhale, airplane, reach your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms, as if you're squeezing a beach ball back there. Clasping at your hands, opening up through your heart space. Slowly straightening the legs and bending forward. Breathing here. Not tugging on your shoulder heads, but just a nice clasp and really squeezing in between your shoulder blades. Bending at the knees. Inhale, coming back up through chair. Exhale, open twist to the right. Keeping your hips nice and level. Inhale through chair. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale through chair, tightening up through the tummy. Exhale, folding forward. Plant the hands, walk, step, or jump back. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bending at the knee, rolling out through the hip, through the ankle joint, squaring off through the shoulders. Inhale, extending it out long behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extending behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Bringing your foot in between both hands. Inhale, rising up to crescent. Right hip pulls forward as left hip pulls back. 90-degree angle in your front knee. Reaching your hands back, clasping your hands at your sacrum. Opening up through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you. Relaxing through the front of the neck. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, bursting open, warrior two to the front of the room. Heel to arch alignment, 90-degree angle in your front leg. Inhale, straightening everything, flowing warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straightening your front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Pivoting your front foot so that all 10 toes face the long side of your mat. Hands come to hips. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward, Prasarita. Arms can reach out in front of you. Grab the sides of your feet, big toes, whatever feels best for you. Reaching the crown of the head to the mat if you can. Heels in, toes out. Goddess squat on your inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center, shoulders stacked over hips, grabbing opposite knee and just doing some shoulder shrugs. Twisting out through the spine. Hands back through heart center. On the inhale, straighten and reach your crown a little higher, and exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, bursting open into star. Reach up. Left toes point forward, coming into heel arch alignment again. Inhale to reverse and reach back. Reverse Trikonasana. Getting a nice side stretch. And exhale, cartwheeling your hands down, stepping back, flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rising up, arms reach. Exhale, sitting low into chair, allowing this pose to come to you. Sitting weight way back in your heels. Letting the glutes lift you up, belly pulls up and in, chest lifts forward. Exhale, fly your arms back. Inhale to reach. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale to reach. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms, clasping the hands behind you. Really kissing the shoulder blades together, and exhale, bending forward, letting the neck go, maybe bending a little in your knees if you need. Slowly rising back up through chair. Exhale, open twist to the right, reaching your left arm forward. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, arm center. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, walk, step, or float back, and flow through your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, lift the right leg high, bending at the knee, opening up through the hip, rolling around in that hip joint. Inhale, straightening the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straightening the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping your right foot through. Inhale, rising up, crescent lunge, pulling your right hip back, left hip pulls forward. On the exhale, grabbing your hands behind you, opening up through your sternum, tucking your chin a little bit down and back. Inhale, bursting open, warrior two, flowing warriors. Inhale, rise and straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise and straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Straightening your front leg and turning all 10 toes to face the long side of your mat, bending low on the exhale, coming into Prasarita. Placing your right hand down, lifting and extending your left arm high, twisting at just the mid-spine, keeping your hips nice and straight. On the exhale, switch it out. And all hands come down to the mat, heels come in, toes out, sitting low into goddess squat, shoulders stacked over hips, knees over ankles. On the inhale, extending the spine and the crown up as the hips sit just a little bit deeper, never remaining static. Moving with your breath. Inhale, bursting open into star. Heel to arch alignment, pointing your right toes forward. Exhale, reaching back, reverse Trikonasana. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bending at the knee, cartwheeling your hands down, stepping back, flowing through your Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, knee to nose. Inhale, rising up through chair. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, airplane arms. Sit a little deeper. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, clasping the hands behind you, opening up through the chest, coming into drinking bird, lifting the heels high, balancing on your tiptoes, and sitting a little bit lower. Finding your drishti gaze, that unmoving point, accepting and knowing that balance is not static, it's fluid, so wiggle and wobble. And slowly lower the heels all the way down. Releasing the hands, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, rising up through your chair. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale to chair. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Step back, plant your hands. Flow through your Vinyasa. Being in downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg lift. Exhale, plant the foot in between your hands, rising up on your inhale, coming into crescent lunge. Exhale, reaching the hands behind you. Inhaling, puffing up through the heart space, feeling the heart lift. Exhale, bursting open, warrior two, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, exhale, grabbing your hands behind you, coming into humble warrior. Legs stay in warrior two position as you let the neck drop, easing in between your shoulder blades, relaxing through the jaw, maintaining even weight in between the feet. Finding some humility here. Exhale, straightening up through both legs, rotating forward into Prasarita. Again, grabbing wherever is comfortable for you with the arms. Heels in, toes out. Inhale, goddess squat. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, sitting low. Inhale, bursting open into star pose. Let that release feel good. Moving your feet to heel arch alignment. Exhale, reaching as far forward as you can before tick-tocking the arms, Trikonasana. Inhale to reverse your triangle, reaching back with your left hand as the hips stay even. And exhale, cartwheeling your hands back down, flowing through your Vinyasa. Always the option to skip it. Listening to your body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up through chair. Settling in. Exhale, reaching the arms back behind you. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, airplane arms. Clasping the hands behind you, coming into drinking bird one more time, lifting up through the heels. Seat stays low, bending the chest forward if you wish, if you want the added challenge. Remembering that staying static is not a part of balancing. It's that constant ebb and flow. And exhale, slowly releasing the hands, releasing the feet down to the mat. Breath here to let that go. Inhale, rising back up through your chair pose, and exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or float back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up through the collarbones, the neck. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping your foot through. Inhale, rising up through crescent. Exhale, clasping the hands behind your sacrum, puffing up, opening up through the heart as the shoulders kiss together behind you, and opening up, bursting open into warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, clasping the hands behind your sacrum, humble warrior, bending your torso low, letting your neck go, while maintaining that weight in the knife edge of your left foot as your right heel pushes into the ground. Front knee still tracks towards your third middle toe. Breathing in, letting your jaw go. Inhale, moving all 10 toes to the long side of the mat. Exhale, releasing down into Prasarita. Grabbing the outside edges of your feet. Heels in, toes out, goddess squat last time. Shoulders stacked over hips. Weight in your heels and on the outside edges of your feet. Couple breaths here. Inhale, bursting open into star pose, coming into triangle. Exhale, bumping the hips back as your arms reach towards the side. Heel to arch alignment in your feet. Inhale, rising up and reversing your triangle on the exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bending at the knee, cartwheeling your hands down, stepping back, flowing through your vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling the body forward into plank, coming back to these. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll the body forward into plank. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Toeing the feet all the way up to the hands. Moving to Malasana squat, heels out, toes in on the edges of the mat, sitting low. If you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want more, coming into Malasana squats. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, drop the hands, lift the hips. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sit low. If binding malasana is in your practice, feel free to take it now. Binding over to the right side, keeping the shoulders nice and high as the hips dip low. Clasping the hands behind you or clasping for your wrist. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, taking it over to the other side if you took it on the right. All right, and everyone releasing, lifting the hips up high, shaking out your legs, planting the hands, stepping back, pausing in plank. Exhale, taking side plank over to the left, inhaling, lifting the right arm high, and your right leg can follow if that's in your practice. Flexing out through the foot, keeping the belly nice and tucked and tight. And exhale, slowly lowering back through center. And inhale, taking it over to the other side, lifting up through the left hand. Left foot reaches as well. Strong and sturdy through your pelvis, reaching up. On your next exhale, slowly lower back through plank and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, lifting your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left side. Ensuring that your left knee is in line with your left wrist, flexing your left front foot. And take a gaze over your shoulder. Just make sure that your right leg is super strong behind you. Coming into cooling down postures. Allowing your head to rest on either your hands, the mat, a pillow, something to just give your third eye a little massage. Deepening the breath here. And taking a quick body scan to notice where any tension is that you're holding. And send some breath there, send some life there. Pushing maybe a little bit further into the uncomfortability. But backing away if you feel anything sharp or anything that's painful. With the neck exposed, we're really able to posturally show humility by resting the space where our thoughts happen about ourselves. On your next inhale breath, slowly walking the fingertips up and sitting back onto your seat, coming into wide straddle. And again, this isn't about how far apart your legs go. It's about really rooting into your sit bones and moving with a straight spine. Bending forward here if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe reaching out with the fingertips. Maybe reaching for one leg and then the other. Just play around. Letting your low back relax. Play with flexing the feet or pointing. Inhale, slowly rising up and bending at your right knee, bringing your right foot in towards your left thigh and then reaching over for your left leg, any point on the left leg. Attempting to keep the back as straight as possible with really rolling the shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, sitting up, reaching with your right hand behind your sacrum, lifting up onto your front knee and your left foot. Hand can rest at the base of your skull, opening up through the chest. And slowly exhaling back down. Moving into half pigeon on the other leg, just keeping that leg bent and just kind of rolling over into it. If this is uncomfortable for your knees or your hips, please be mindful of that and come from downward facing dog if that's easier. But making sure to glance behind you and find that back leg super straight. Flexing through the front foot to help protect your knee and slowly lowering down. Deepening the breath. Taking a body scan here on this side. Noticing without judgment the differences between the sides. And breathing with your intention. Slowly rising all the way back up. And sitting low on your seat again, moving into straddle. Maybe giving the legs a little wiggle, a little shake out. Lengthening through the spine on your inhale and exhale, slowly bending forward. Breathing life into all the ligaments and tendons in your legs. Bending your left knee in this time, looking towards your right and then bending over towards it with a straight flat back if you can. Inhale, rising up, left hand places firmly on the ground behind your seat, and inhale, open up through the chest, through the hips, grabbing back for the back of your head if you took that on the other side, and slowly exhaling, come out. Swiveling your hips over to the long side of your mat, giving your legs a good shake, maybe hammering out your quads a little bit if they need it. I know we did a lot of squats there. slowly lowering down, knees bent, feet hip-width distance apart. Moving into 3 rounds of bridge. We'll take 2 sets of bridge and then wheel for the third. Inhale, lifting the hips up high, engaging through the core, clasping the hands underneath your seat if you wish, and kind of wiggling onto the fleshy parts of your shoulder. Neutral neck, relaxed jaw, really pushing up through the hips, breathing deeply here. Engagement through your inner thighs, slowly lowering all the way back down. Walking your feet in as close to your hips as they can get to really ensure that 90-degree angle in your knees when you lift up. Inhale, rising up, breathing deeply here, lifting the pelvis up through the engagement of the hamstrings, inner thighs. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Moving into full wheel on this side. If you're taking wheel, take the hands next to the ears, fingertips point towards your feet, walking your feet in as close as possible, maybe pigeon toeing your feet, and inhale, push up and away from the earth. Weight in the heels, weight in the heels of the hands, engaging through the shoulders. 5 deep breaths here. Pushing up with the hips. Relaxing through the neck. And exhale, slowly lowering first head, then seat, and then moving the hands all the way down to your sides. Knees can knock in as feet come out for broken bridge if that feels best for you. Or feet can come together and knees out for Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on heart, one hand on belly. Deepening your breath here. Closing down the eyes. Pulling both knees towards your chest, maybe rock side to side. Breathing into your low back. Grabbing the outside edges of your feet, coming into happy baby. Knees push down as the sacrum really roots into the earth. Can maybe stretch one leg straight and then the other. Or grabbing big toes if that's more comfortable for you. Breathing into and enjoying this posture. Once you've made it to happy baby, you know it's almost over. And slowly releasing. So for final resting posture for this class, I'm taking legs up the wall. If that is available or comfortable to you, please do so as well. It feels so good and peaceful, but if you would like just regular Shavasana, move there now. Relaxing the eyes, letting the breath go. Relaxing from your toes to your eyelashes. And as thoughts come up, just gently guide them away. If you're ready to reawaken, begin by moving your fingers, your toes. Take a big good morning stretch. Big deep breath in. And whenever you're ready, rolling to your favorite side, fetal pose. With eyes still closed, make your way to a seat. Hands come to heart center. One deep breath in and one deep, slow exhale. Raising your thumbs to third eye center, we bow forward and say Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light in me sees, honors, and reflects the light within each one of you. Thank you. See you next time.